Outside the Box Reviews, Predator Week continues, and today we're looking at the NECA Predator Wave 12 Enforcer Predator. The Enforcer Predator is from the Dark Horse Comics Predator Bad Blood series, and he's basically a Predator cop. And I can imagine some collectors will go down a dark place with this figure because this is one of the few characters in the Predator universe I think you could army build. At the beginning of the comic, there's like 5 or 6 of these guys on a ship. Only one of them really gets to Earth and participates in the majority of the story, so you are good just having one, but I could definitely see some people wanting to build up some Enforcer troops. This Predator comes with a few different weapons we've all seen before. We have the Smart Disc with a little handprint there on it. Same details we got with a lot of the Lost figures, same exact mold. I really wish these things plugged into the little holster on the belt better. I know this part's supposed to peg in there, but it just really never stays for me. I don't know if anybody's ever been able to get these to stay put, but it doesn't work for me. He also comes with a fully extended spear. Same thing we also got with the Lost line. Same kind of detailings on it, but still a nice spear. Everything in this Predator is done in a nice silver. It is a very silver-based Predator, but this works. Definitely something used in the comic. I do kind of wish they would have given him a net gun. He does pull one out in the comic, and I kind of wish we would finally get one that a Predator can use, but no such luck. Now every time Comic-Con rolls around, or Toy Fair, I usually go and find the pictures of figures that I'm interested in getting and save them on my computer as a checklist. And when this guy first showed up, I hadn't read the comic, I didn't know who he was, so I think I had him listed as Shredder Predator because that mask is straight up Shredder. But it's very cool looking. I like this long extended spike. This is kind of hard plastic, so I'd be very careful. I could see this breaking on people. But he also has the kind of 3 points going on, the little backwards Z with the dots on it. As the emblem, I think this is the emblem of his core or whatever. He has the mesh eyes inside the mask, and the mask is very differently shaped than a lot of other ones because you can actually see through it where that little crown comes on, so it's a very different shaped mask than we've gotten before. The dreadlocks are also different. They have a brownish color scheme to them along with the black and the gold of the jewelry, and that's kind of unique. I don't remember ever getting a Predator with brown dreadlocks. I know it's based on comic colors, and I'm not a huge fan of the colors Dark Horse uses in the comics. I find they're very muddy, and the art style in general just is very confusing, but it works for this character. He also comes with his standard plasma caster backpack done in a very nice shiny silver. Same as everything. Hinges up here, ball joints at the top. Standard issue, but it does its job. The armor on here, once again, is Jungle Hunter armor. So it's got the standard strap across the chest. They did bring his logo onto the buckle up here. The areas of the straps are all done in a gray. So it's a gray strap around his wrist, gray rings around his neck. The tubes are even a little bit gray on here, but also very shiny silver armor. His coloration is a little bland. It's very just light beige with some darker purpley pieces brought in with some black. It's not bad, it's just nothing super visually appealing. Of course, has his little loincloth with the butt flap in the back. And then he has the Predator 2 armor on his leg for the disc, and the standard Jungle Hunter armor going down further, still done in that silver. He's got his feet and the little sandals there. On his one arm, he does of course have the retractable blades, and the open hand for holding the disc. On his left hand, he comes with a very closed hand. You can see the hand has the same kind of coloration as the rest of the body with the spiky knuckles and the gray around the wrist part. But it also comes with an alternate hand. We could pop this one off, and we could bring in a more open hand that's better suited to holding his spear. To be quite honest, I'm not sure what the closed hand is really supposed to do because it's open, but it won't hold anything he has. I think it's just supposed to be normal if he doesn't have anything in his hand. It's just not as big and open as this one. But I think I came up with a good use of this hand, so I'll show that off in the next review. For articulation, standard as always, ball joint at the head, pin socket shouldered forward and back out to the side. He has a bend and swivel at the elbow, a ball jointed wrist, and the wrists are definitely a problem area with Wave 12. I've noticed a lot of my figures they tend to want to fall off on, and other ones I've had them where they're too tight, so some weird wrist stuff going on with these Predators. He's a swivel at the waist, go forward and back out to side the legs as well as rotate, double jointed knee, and a ball jointed foot. And at the end of the day, the Enforcer Predator is another solid release in the NECA Predators line. I really like the bright silver on him. I think it makes him stand out. I really like the helmet. The helmet's a very cool design. He may not be as universally appealing to fans because he is from a very specific comic, but it's a cool enough look that I think it's worth picking up for your collection. I'm definitely not going to army build these guys, but I can definitely understand why some people might want to. So this guy's going to get a solid recommend. And this kind of concludes Predator Series 12. This is the last official figure in the wave, but we also have one more deluxe figure to review, so we've got some bad blood coming up next. Make sure you check me out on Instagram, username Outside the Box Reviews. Also check me out on Facebook, link below. And until next time, this has been another Outside the Box Reviews, and stay tuned because Predator Week isn't over yet.